2017 general election tonight. That is the focus of Spotlight 2017 with KTN News reporter Chris Thairu.
Kenyans still have 3 days remaining for them to apply for the position of IEBC chairman after the selection panel decided to re-advertise for the position despite having shortlisted 5 individuals. But even as the selection panel continues interviewing the 36 applicants for the position of commissioners, there are still questions being raised as to what prompted the selection panel to re-advertise for the position of IEBC chair. Might there have been external interference from the political class after seeing those shortlisted for the position? According to former commissioner of the defunct Electoral Commission of Kenya, Jack Tumwa, the selection panel started on the wrong footing, which is very dangerous.
How come they selected them, they shortlisted them, and advertised for us to look at? So I believe there could be some way of interference by the selection board.
Definitely the re-advertising does lend the opportunity for Kenyans to ask questions, whether some things went wrong, whether they weren't very prepared for this task.
Given that the process of recruiting new IEBC commissioners is a political process, there has been suggestions that maybe the process could have been handled by politicians to avoid any suspicion among the political players.
I keep going back to the 1997 IPPG. Commissioners were selected by political parties. And I believe they did a perfect job in 1997. They did a perfect job in 2002. They did a perfect job during the referendum.
When I think of that composition and the people involved, I would give them the benefit of doubt that what they really want is to find the best persons to, do service to Kenyans.
The selection panel is expected to have interviewed all the applicants and shortlisted those who will be successful by early January. In the meantime, the IEBC has released new timelines after running late by 3 months. In the new timelines, from now to December 21st, they will be recruiting, training and deploying staff to 57,000 registration centers. Come Friday 2nd December, they will advertise the specs for technology needed. From December 16th to 20th, they will start the annual voter education. From December 21st to January 20th, they will roll out mass voter registration. April and May 2017, they will open voter registers for inspection. June 8th, the IEBC will undertake its nominations and gazette them within 7 days.
It is possible for Parliament to come up with an institution that can work with IEBC so that they can see what really can be done by the Secretariat before the new commissioners get into office, what has to wait for the new commissioners, and if that is the case, then what can be done if, for instance, it is not within legislative or regulatory fiat to enable that to be done so that we also don't go beyond the law.
There is a danger of the next election being run by the Secretariat, because if commissioners come in somewhere around February, what grounding will they have had to organize a free and fair elections? The whole thing is being run by the Secretariat because they will be the only people professionally qualified perhaps to look at how to run the elections.
However, constitutional experts are of the opinion that IEBC should not agree to conduct party nominations on grounds that these might just complicate matters more for the Commission, which is already lagging behind in terms of preparations.
I would really plead with the parties that are trying to tax IEBC with that assignment that perhaps they rethink that position. Otherwise, we are going to be so congested. I know some people benefit from the confusion, but the confusion and the way we are going to do things in a hurry is not going to give us a free, fair elections.
The earliest that the country can have new commissioners in office is mid-January next year. Chris